Hi, I'm Glenn McDougal, and welcome to Tarot by McDougal. I've been reading the tarot cards now for over 20 years, and I've been doing promotions and parties, events, and it's a lot of fun. I do it every day, and I get my to-do list for the day, and it even told me that I should do something like this today to promote myself and my tarot card business. I mean, we can get out in the open now, you know, and thank goodness for that vaccine, right? So, first thing happens. Let me tell you about the cards. The elemental suits: fire, water, earth, and air. In the tarot cards, that comes to wands, cups, pentacles, and swords. I'm going to use the Celtic cross formation with the cards. 86 cards, 14 in each suit, and 22 more cards as the higher arcana. I'll point those out when they come up. Okay. My readings usually last about 10 minutes. And because it's 11 cards, which is a lot of cards and a lot of talking, I've been known to do 3 hours with only one break at a party. So here we are. I do this because I don't trust any dealers. They might be really fast, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm handing them the cards I want. So I let them choose it. And but first, I say, think of a question. I want you to think of a question. It could be something about your future, something you want to know about your future, something you want to happen in your future, and how can I do that? Anyway, I tell people, be specific, because if you can, any question you want to ask is fine. It can be a compound sentence, but if you're specific, then all the information is going to pertain to one question. But don't tell me the question, because I'll cheat. I want to make everybody happy, so I would just try to bend things. That's why I say don't tell me. But at the end, I'll just ask, did the cards answer your question? And you could say yes or no, or I'm not telling. This is tarot cards, but it's not invasive. I don't need to know all the details of your life, okay? So we're going to start. Now, I would have the person sitting opposite me, where the camera is now, choosing. So I'm going to just do this. And I'll turn them around and hold them up close to the camera as we get to them. This is the Celtic cross formation. And this is take 2 because I messed up the formation. Because it always comes in the same order. Okay. So we've got the cross, and now we have the 4 ascending cards. Ooh, that's nice. I'll tell you why when we get there. Okay, there we go, 11 cards. Now, we're going to start with recent past. Recent past, we've got the Fool. Have you been foolish, or has everything worked for you? It's like beginner's luck in your recent past. I've got the feeling that this is the truth of this situation. Okay, this is one of the higher arcana, and it's number 0. It's the first. The whole deck of cards is all about a journey, and this is the uninitiated taking his first journey. You say he's going to maybe step off the edge of the world there because People make mistakes, but it's also known as synchronicity, beginner's luck. This is your foundation. This is the segue between the past and the present where you are now. Okay, this is the Seven of Wands. Now, there's two ways to see this. Every card has two definitions, and the definition counts on like what's around it. Well, I see, looking at the cards around it. All right, so this is, if this was like that, the way some people read it, that would be being very defensive, which is like the worst me there can be if I get defensive. But this is just holding your ground. So you're beginning a new venture, but you're holding your ground. You're holding your own. And here is the card that represents you. This was the first card dealt, which represents you. But I read them. One of the things I do differently also is I read them on the timeline. So this is where you are now. You are the just king, which means you believe in truth and honesty. I like you already. Okay. Now, this is the situation you're right in. Okay. You have support. Wands is fire sign, and it stands for willpower or career. So right now you've got the support of your friends, maybe your colleagues at work that are supporting you. Here's higher power. Sometimes we say it's hopes and fears. The same card, the same position has different names, but so this would definitely be the higher power. So right now, you're just walking away from unpleasantness. You're not going to fight, even though you're holding your ground. You know, you're going to take the higher road and just walk away from an unpleasant situation. This is opportunities, and you have strength. And this is not like buns of steel strength. This is inner strength. This is the strength to tame the beasts, the wild beasts. So right now you have the opportunity to exhibit your inner strength. This is that right side up? Yes, it is. This is the 10 of Pentacles, which Pentacles represents, it's an earth sign. It's like goods or money, of course, coins, sometimes it's called. And I see this as just being very comfortable at home. This is your immediate future, home comforts, and no lack for the finer things in life. Now, this is the card. Its position is in blocks and hindrances, and it's the World. Well, this is great because this card is one of the cards that actually cancels out the whole position. There are no blocks and hindrances. You are open to the world and ready to go. The sun can also just annihilate, blocks and hindrances as well. So remember that. But that is one great card to get in your reading. This is your ally. And your ally is the Page of Swords, sometimes known as the Spy. Okay, so let's see. You've got the world on your side, but there's some information you're lacking. I think it's time to do some research, and then you'll get better attuned to what's really happening in your life. All right? This is advice. Now, okay, I'm also an actor, and whenever this card shows up, I say, well, I'm going to have an audition. See, this is a test. You see this person bound. Swords are ideas, by the way. It's an air sign. And you see this person bound. Now, but the feet aren't bound. You can find your way. You can find your way through everybody else's ideas and do what you want to do. So it's saying, find your own idea. And also, if there's a test coming up, you better study. And this is your distant future. And this is saying, get your money in order. You see this guy? It's the Four of Pentacles, which represents money. So get your stuff in order, you know, get your finances. You see that every one of those coins, he's touching it. He's in contact with it. So get in contact with your finances. Figure out what you're doing, and your distant future will be rosy. Okay? Thank you. Now, did I answer your question?